Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Fred. Please, if this is your first time here, I need you to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification on, as I'll be uploading videos, okay, amazing videos. Alright, so as promised, the next question I'm going to be attempting is question number 4. Remember, we're treating the questions on the just concluded WASSCE 2024. So this is question number 4. Now let's go. Now the question says, figure 3 shows an irregular pentagon. This is a pentagon, 1 2 3 4 5 sides, PQRST, with diagonals SQ and RT. So there is a diagonal here, SQ. All right, this diagonal is 200, right? And RT are 70. That is 270. So this is 200. Why RT? This T is 70. These are the diagonals. All right. So you're going to need these two key information to be able to construct this pentagon. So 270 respectively. Now the question says, let me zoom in. Draw full size the given pentagon. That's 1. 2. A square equal in area with the pentagon. Then measure and state the diagonal of the square drawn. All right, a quick one. So we're expected to reproduce this this pentagon. All right, given the dimensions and the data. Now, after drawing this pentagon, you are required to convert this pentagon into a square that is equal in area. All right. Now I need you to note something here, that it's not just going to be easy converting a pentagon or a polygon straight to a square. All right, it's going to take somewhat processes. All right, now the first thing we're going to do is, well, first of all, it is easy to convert a rectangle into a square. It is easier to convert a triangle into a rectangle, and it is easier to convert a pentagon such as this one, an irregular one as such, into a triangle. All right, so what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do, we'll convert this pentagon into a triangle first, after which we'll convert that triangle into a square. Then finally we'll convert that triangle into a rectangle, not square, rectangle. Then finally we'll convert that rectangle into a square. So those are the processes involved. So we start okay, so we start by drawing the what is it now, the pentagon first. Okay, all right, so we have been given the dimension. This is 96, 120, 140, 140 and 60. So we start by drawing SR at the base. So start by drawing what? A horizontal line, a thin line like this. So this is a thin line. All right, so what we're going to do first is start with the base. I'm going to start with the base. So here we have 96. So you measure 96. That's 9.6. So here we have 9.5, 9.6 on the dot here. All right, and this is 0. I guess you can't see my 0, so I'll just adjust a little bit. All right, so this is 96 and that's 0. So I'm going to draw a thick line. So that's it. So this is SR. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to draw this diagonal. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stretch this 200, because we're told that SQ is 200 while RT is 70. So I'm going to stretch 200 on my pair of compass, and I will draw an arc. All right. Okay, so here we're going to stretch 20. So this is 20, as you can see. So with this 20, you're going to needle on S. You needle on S and draw an arc here. All right. So that's an arc with a radius 20. Okay. Then we were told that the other one, that's RT, is 70. So we'll measure 70. So here we have 0 and this is 7. All right, that's 70. So we'll needle on on R, and we draw an arc here. Okay, so take note of these two arcs. This is a radius of 20, sorry, a radius of 200, that's 20 years, and this is a radius of 70, that's 7 centimeters. Now we're told that this distance here, this RQ, is 120. So we are going to stretch 120, that is 12. So here I have my 12. All right, this is 12. So with this 12, you're going to needle on R and cut that arc. So this is what I mean. Let me zoom in. So you're going to needle on R and cut this arc you drew with 20. Just there. Now do not erase the arc, leave them in the construction. Then we were told that this is 60 ST. So we're going to stretch 60 on our ruler. That's 6 centimeters. So here we have it. That's 6 centimeters. All right. Then you needle on R and cut. Okay, sorry, you needle on S. You needle on S and cut the arc. So here you needle on S, cut the arc. So we have another point there. So both points are, this point is Q, while this one is T. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to connect S to T with a thick line, and I'll connect R to Q with a thick line. Sorry, the environment is quite noisy, just bear with me. Alright, so we're moving. Now, we were told that this is 140 and this is 140. So we're just going to stretch 140, that's 14. I hope this is enough. Just a moment. Alright, so you stretch. So this is 140, that's 14. Alright, with this, you needle on Q. And draw an arc with the 140. Alright. And needle on T with the same 140. And cut the arc. Alright. So this point is P. Now I'm going to connect TP with a thick line, and I'm going to connect PQ with a thick line. So this is the required pentagon. All right. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to convert this pentagon to what? To a triangle. That's the next step. So this is stage 1. So the next step, I'm going to convert. Now, to do that, you will connect this point P, that's the peak of this drawing, the apex, okay, the topmost part. Connect it to both bases, the bases, okay? So you connect P to S with a thin line and connect P to to R with a thin line. So this is a thin line, not a thick line. And this is a thin line, P to R, not a thick line. Alright, I hope this is clear. Now the next thing we are going to do is we're going to transfer this line PR, we're going to transfer it to Q until it touches this horizontal line that I extended. Alright, let me adjust these arcs so that you're not confused. Now mind you, don't erase the arcs, but you can just adjust them a little bit if they are too long, like I'm doing, okay? For clarity purpose, that's why I'm doing this. I'm not supposed to erase at all. Okay, so now I'm going to transfer this line PR to Q until it touches the base, and I'll give it I will assign an alphabet to it. The same thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to transfer this line PS to T, and I'll also assign an alphabet. So let's start with PR. Now align your set square. Okay, and transfer to Q. Draw a thin line. Remember, I aligned my set square with PR. Draw a thin line. Now align your set square with PS. And transfer lines to T. So PS to T. And draw thin lines until it touches the base. Okay. So I'm going to call this point U. And I'm going to call this point V. Alright. Now, you're going to connect V to P and connect U to P, and that will form a triangle. When you do that, what you have done is you have successfully converted the pentagon to a triangle. So with thick lines, connect P to V and connect P to U. So let me print this part. So this is triangle VUP. I hope that's clear. So now this triangle is equal in area to this pentagon I drew initially. Now let us take our minds off this pentagon now and cast our minds to this triangle. Now we are going to convert this triangle to a rectangle. So we are done with step 2. You convert this triangle to what? A rectangle. That's the next step. So how do you do that? First of all, you drop a perpendicular. Remember, VU is the base of the triangle. So you drop a perpendicular from P to the base of the triangle. That is VU. Alright? There are many ways to do that. Now, because of the dimensions that were given for this drawing, okay, we are quite large. I might not be able to stretch all the way down here. Because what I'm supposed to do is, I will needle here, stretch beyond this line, draw an arc like this. I will have 2 points, then I will needle on those 2 points. Alright, stretch beyond or more than half of that line, draw an arc here, needle here, and draw an arc, and connect the line to P. That will give me a perpendicular. But you may also choose to just use your set square to drop a perpendicular from this point. So align your ruler with this horizontal and rest your set square on it and adjust until you get to P. Right? So let me do that again. Just drop a perpendicular, that's it. Alright, so I'm going to draw a line from here. So this line is a what? Is a perpendicular to the base of the triangle VUP. So this is 90 degrees, don't forget. So I like to call this point W. All right. So what do you do next? You see this line PW. I'm going to bisect it. Bisect line PW. That's the perpendicular. So you know how to go about that. You needle on W. Stretch more than half of what? WP. This is just enough. All right. So make an arc here. Make an arc here. With the same radius, you needle on P. Don't alter the radius. Cut this arc and cut this arc. I'll have to make this arc longer. Alright, so these are the points of intersection. So I'm going to draw with a thin line the perpendicular bisector of line PW. So connect the points of intersecting arcs and draw a thin line across. Just draw a thin line across. Okay, so that's it. Now what you've done is you've succeeded in what? Drawing the width of the rectangle. So we are just going to connect the base V. I'm talking about the triangle now. The base of the triangle V. We're going to drop a perpendicular until it cuts this line, and drop a perpendicular from U to this line as well. All right. Another way you can do that is just construct an angle of 90 here. All right. Draw the line up. Construct another angle 90 here. Draw the line up. Whichever method you choose to use will give you the same result at the end of the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer. I'm just going to use my pair of my set square to drop the lines. So align your ruler and your set square and adjust to V, not S, V, and drop a perpendicular. Draw a thick line at once, and that's one breadth of the rectangle. Now transfer same lines to U, this point, and draw until it touches this line that bisected PW. Thick line, and that is the rectangle. So let me call this S and Y. So the rectangle, I want to print this part. The rectangle VUSY is equal in area to the triangle VUP. I hope that is clear. Now that's the third stage. So the final stage is to convert this rectangle now to a square. So what you do is extend this base. If yours is not extended enough, extend it a little bit with a thin line. All right. So the first step is needle on needle on U and stretch to S. So you needle on U, stretch to S. Once you've gotten US like this, cut this line at this point. Or you may as well, for clarity purpose, let's draw an arc so you know where it came from to cut this line. All right. Now let me call this point Z. All right. Now bisect line VZ. All right, not SZ, VZ. From V to Z is a line, so bisect it. So you know how to do that. You needle on okay, so I got a longer pair of compass now. Needle on Z, stretch more than half of VZ. All right, so draw an arc on the bottom. Move that up. So let me do that again. You draw an arc on the bottom, draw an arc on the top. Should be long enough. All right, then with this same radius, do not alter it. You needle on V cut both arcs. Cut this arc here. Now take note of the arc you drew is this one, not this one. Okay, so don't take your eyes off this arc. Let me take that again. So you bisect the arc here and here. So we have this point here and this point here. So we are going to draw a line through, and that will be the perpendicular bisector. So connect thin line. Now I'll call this point O. I hope you are following. Alright, so what you do next is you needle on O and stretch to V. Make sure you draw needle on O, stretch to V. So this is OV. Now if it is touching V, you should be able to touch Z as well. Alright, so draw an arc from V to Z. I hope that's clear. Good. Now extend this line US until it touches this arc, the one you just drew now. So needle on U, align your ruler and extend. Just draw a thick line at once until it touches this arc here. Okay, now let me call this point A. Now you see line UA is one side of the square you are about to draw. Alright, so now extend this line because I suspect it won't be enough. So what you do next is needle on U, stretch to A. Okay, now cut this line. With this UA, cut this horizontal line at this point. With this same radius, do not alter it, that is radius UA. Needle on this point, draw an arc here. Okay, sorry, I've gotten to the edge of my paper. Alright, but it should it will work. Alright, so now with the same radius, you needle on A and cut this arc. They will intersect. Did you see that? Now if I'm saying here is A, let me say this is B, and let me call here C. Alright, now join UCBA with a thick line. And that is the required square. This is the required square. Alright, so the square UCBA is equal in area to the pentagon that you have constructed. Now we have answered question A, 1 and 2. Now B part says measure and state the diagonal of the square drawn. Alright, so the diagonal of the square is UB or AC. So you can choose to measure any of the diagonal because they should be the same since it's a square. And you know the sides of a square are equal. Now just connect with a thin line BU. You can also choose to draw AC. The same thing. Okay, so this is the diagonal. Alright, so we're going to measure it. So here from my measurement, if you watch very carefully, this is 17.1.2.3.3. Yeah, 17.3. That is 173. So this diagonal is 173 mm, or if you like diagonal one 73 mm or 17.3 cm. All right, so that's it. But however, it is possible you get 172 or even 174. Okay, you are not far from the right answer. Okay, you are still correct. So that will just be +1 or -1. All right, but it's okay, you just leave your answer like this. So this is how to convert a pentagon, okay, to a square. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, as I'll be uploading more videos, okay, more interesting videos. And please also recommend to anyone you feel they are in dire need of these lessons. All right, and do not forget to click the subscribe button as well. Thank you, and I'll see you again. Bye.